Hi, I'm Patricia Harty, Team Lead of Data and Analytics here at Converge, and I'm with
Mike Deschambault, Senior Analytics Consultant here at Converge as well.
Yeah, so today we're here to talk about ROI of data and analytics projects. So, speaking of ROI, Mike, can you think of an example for maybe one of our recent clients about how better data management or data analytics techniques have helped them better their processes and also see value?
Yeah, absolutely. So one of our clients was manually preparing a report that took this person 3 weeks and her team to complete the entire data solution that we developed. She's now able to complete that report in 30 minutes. Now she's also able to reallocate all those resources, time across other areas of her department.
What other insights are possible with modern analytics tools versus older tools that were previously used?
Well, modern analytics tools allow you to take data in any form, whether it's raw, structured, unstructured, and apply a whole bunch of different insights to it that you could never get in the past. So, you can apply machine learning techniques across all of your raw data, use that data at that point to do some predictive and even prescriptive modeling.
Yeah, so while predictive modeling is technically possible with all those older tools, by the time you finish creating the model, odds are you may be actually working with stale data versus with these modern analytics tools. We're always using live, fresh data to be able to create and further tweak those models for you.
So thinking about how we can use some of this machine learning and stuff like that. If we think of the finance world, banks have mortgages that come up for renewal. You can use this predictive analytics to identify what your renewal rate is going to look like. What your attrition rate is going to look like. From a delinquency perspective, which clients are likely to go into arrears. There are so many different ways, and then you can throw the prescriptive on top of that to identify, okay, well, if this happens, how can we be proactive and try and handle this before it becomes an issue.
Yeah, another example would be for companies like a lot of oil and gas companies here in Calgary. They invest heavily in capital projects. With capital projects, you're likely going to need multiple cases to help justify that, especially for regulatory needs, right? So with machine learning, you can actually easily create more cases for your case studies instead of having to manually create those various scenarios for your planning.
Patricia, are there any examples you can provide where organizations are trying to measure the ROI from their analytics projects?
Yeah, definitely. So a lot of companies, I guess, just look at it from a purely financial perspective. When you're investing in very strong and good data infrastructure, it can be quite discouraging, especially seeing the initial cost of how much the build would be. However, you have to think of it a different way. Think of it as if you're almost building a highway, right? Costs a lot up front, but that services you very much in the long run and services a lot of people. It's really a matter of compounding that benefit rather than that initial cost that you see up front.
And for any businesses that might be looking to try and get into this game, what is the first step that you would recommend?
I'd say definitely a bit of a layered approach. So number one, first thing they need to figure out is where would a modern data and analytics platform actually benefit them the most. So start with those high impact areas, preferably just one, because you want to tackle problems one at a time versus as a whole corporation. Then be able to see value from that one project and then slowly scale it out across the corporation. Doing it that way allows the business to see a bit of ROI beforehand, a bit of value before they actually make that full investment, especially as data project investments can be quite substantial.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Patricia. Those are very great insights.